I was a pretty normal teenage boy when my healing journey really began. I was 13 years old, living a normal teenage life, when I suddenly began having horrible back pains that would take my breath away. Just walking could make me feel sometimes like I'd been stabbed with a knife. At the medical clinic, the doctors diagnosed me with kidney disease and told my parents that not only was there no treatment available for me, but that I had about a 50-50 chance of survival. They told me to be careful not to run or play too hard, and I remember thinking that they didn't really need to tell me that because the pain prevented me from doing much of anything. I thought my life was over. Luckily for me, my mom was a bit of a health nut and wasn't happy with the odds the medical doctors had given me. So my parents kept looking for an alternative, anything to save my life. They found a couple of holistic doctors who started doing their treatments on me. Now, I had no idea what they were doing, but it started to work. And within a few weeks, my pains were much less frequent and much less severe. And within about a month, I had practically forgotten that I was ever sick. I felt normal. To be safe, my parents took me back to the medical clinic where they ran all the tests on me again. The doctors declared that it was a spontaneous remission. I knew that what my alternative doctors had done had worked. I decided then and there that I wanted to be a doctor when I grew up, but not just any kind of doctor. I wanted to be that kind of doctor. And years later, feeling divinely inspired, I became a chiropractor. I tried to learn as much as I could because I always wanted to be able to help my patients the best way, the fastest way, and I wanted to help them to get the longest lasting healing results that I could. I learned that we could get to the root of any problem by accessing the information that was in my patients' subconscious minds. In other words, the information that I needed was in there. I just needed to look in the right place. Your subconscious mind is a massive database of information all about you. It's like a computer that knows why you don't feel well, and it knows what needs to be done in order for you to heal, to make more money, to find love, etc. I learned that we can use muscle testing, a simple form of biofeedback, to access that information that is in the subconscious mind. Now, at first I thought muscle testing seemed too good to be true, but after it helped my wife to heal very quickly after being ill for months, I started to think that there really was something to it. Now I know how powerful it is, and thankfully it's also easy to learn. I learned everything that I could when I was working in my clinic, but sometimes I didn't already know what to do to help a patient. And I eventually developed a habit of saying a short, silent prayer for divine help with each patient that I saw. And I kept receiving inspiration that worked over and over. All these years of inspiration with tried and true practices has become the body code system that anyone can use to help themselves and heal themselves and those they love. Let's talk about that more later. Let's back up and talk about emotions first. One of the most profound things that I have learned about is the enormous role that emotions play in our illnesses. I found that this emotional baggage, our trapped emotions, are responsible for up to 90% of our physical pain and our physical illnesses and emotional difficulties. As time went on, I refined the method that I was using to find and release these trapped emotions and made it simple and fast enough that anyone could learn it and use it. That technique became the emotion code, which is now contained within the body code system, as well as being a standalone book. I believe that the birthright of every single human being, including you, is to be a healer. And as Dr. MEHMET stated recently, energy medicine is the future of all medicine. I believe that the emotion code and the body code are the future of energy medicine, as the thousands of people just like you are already discovering all over the world. I can't tell you how excited I am about the present age that we are living in as we finally begin to wrap our heads around the true nature of our existence as energetic beings, and as we finally understand that the answers to our illnesses lie within our own subconscious minds, and that there's something we can all do to improve our lives, the world can't help but change for the better.